I chose Paul to be my business coach because I was in a business networking group and there was multiple different coaches and trainers there. And Paul was the one who seemed the most sincere, the most engaged, the most experienced, and the person that I just knew straight away that if I worked with Paul together, we would have a really good outcome. Objectives, when I was meeting Paul for the first time, I was having a transition over from running a £3 million turnover store, being the store manager. I understood about the profit and loss, the merchandising, managing staff. I was now becoming self-employed and I'm taking on now not just one business, I was building two. So I wanted the right information and the guidance from a business mentor who would put me in that right direction. When I met Paul, and we had lots of different discussions, and I gave him a history of my CV, my background of managing a £3 million turnover store, and I thought, yeah, I really probably don't even need coaching, I'm perfect. You know, we had a big deep dive into me, who I was, who Nicky Bright was. And by going along with the different programs that Paul had given me and the tasks he'd given me to do, I actually went so deep into researching who I was able to come out with a better brand from that. So Paul's formula and the impact it's had on my life was my confidence. The confidence of really transferring myself over from the retail corporate world into self-employed business world, and it was the confidence that he built inside me that I could do that, and my business went through the roof as well. So the formula that Paul had given me, one of the great things that came from that, I then became an author of my own book, and lots of the different schedules I was put on to have another deep dive and do this research, it was able me to write chapters and chapters of my own book. So Paul had given me lots of challenges, and many of the challenges was personally about myself and my ability and able to manage a business and a big business going forward, and the plans I had. We looked at those different challenges, and where I didn't have sometimes the confidence, Paul was able to give me that confidence and belief and show me the right routes and the right path to take in order to do. Paul's formula was life-changing. It really opened up my mind to things I hadn't thought about for many years, as long back as when I was a child. And these were important things that I needed to take forward in my business, that when I came away from it, it was mind-blowing really, that I could feel inside that I changed as a person from when I first met Paul, and I knew that my business was going to have the strength on me being nickybright.com going forward rather than just a business setting up. And it was mind-changing. My favourite feature and best part of Paul's formula was our one-on-ones, definitely in the office. We'd always have a giggle, and it was where there we could talk about and explore and really get down to the nitty-gritty. So when I met Paul, I'd only really just started a business plan. I didn't know the direction I was going on or where I was going to be with the business over the next 12 months. During lockdown, it was a time that I spent with Paul working really hard on all the coursework we had. Since being with Paul, I've launched nickybright.com, which is a holiday business. From that business, I've also now launching another website. And with that website, I'm now going to be bouncing from the holiday business and then supplying all the merchandising, all the stock that people will need to set up a holiday home. And yeah, it's through Paul. And not only that, I've also got a published book.